Hi everybody, it's Vivek and Thomas once again, and today we are going to make some molten lava cupcakes. So, these are the ingredients that we're going to be using today. This is the Devil's Food Cake from Betty Crocker. Number 2, this is some vegetable oil, some chocolate chips, heavy cream, 3 eggs, some pudding, and a little bit of water. We'll be right back to show you what to do with these ingredients to make these amazing lava cakes. Hi everyone, right now I'm going to make the filling for our lava cakes. So what you're going to need is just some chocolate chips, semi-sweet or milk chocolate, whatever you desire, a little sweeter or dark chocolate, and a little heavy cream. So we got a little saucepan going at around low to medium heat. I'm just going to put probably around half a cup to about 3/4 of a cup of heavy cream in it. Like that or so. And then I'm going to put around half a cup of chocolate morsels. Around a cup of morsels or so. So now you just want to let it sit and melt down or so. So it's nice and creamy. And once that happens, you want to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour or so until it gets nice and cool down, creamy and rich. And then you're going to make the batter for the cupcakes and then spoon about a tablespoon of this chocolate sauce right into each of these, up into one of the cupcake holders, and then you're going to get a nice lava cake. And you know, I always like eating my lava cakes with a nice scoop of ice cream on it, so you get the nice hot and fudgy taste from the lava cakes and a cool sensation from the ice cream. Alright, so it's melting down right now. It's not 100%. We want it to be nice and smooth. Not really any full of chips. Thomas, you want to show them what's going on right now with the these chips, nice and slowly melting them down. You don't want to keep the temperature too high, otherwise you'll burn them, and that's the last thing you really want.
You want to make it a nice, thick and creamy sauce, because this is going to be the filling of your chocolate lava cakes.
Alright, I'm just going to add a few more chocolate chips to that. Probably another handful or so. I love my chocolate. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to turn up the heat a tiny bit, very little, so it melts a little quicker.
Okay, so while these melt, we can go, well after these melt, we'll show you the next step to making your chocolate lava cakes. We'll see you after this is done, and we can continue on with the recipe. Okay, now that we've made the filling for the chocolate lava cakes, we have to make the actual cake part. So, we have some Devil Foods cake, complimentary Betty Crocker. Oh, that's very nice. So, to make this, all you really have to do is add in your powder. Should have cut a bigger hole. You're not really slow. So, you have your powder in there, and to make it, all you need is some water. All we're using is 1 cup instead of 1 1/4 because we don't want our cupcakes to be too runny. So we add in the water. We're going to need half a cup, 3/4 the cup of some vegetable oil.
Another reason why the vegetable oil is so good with cupcakes is because it makes them nice and soft.
And 3 eggs. You don't want to get any shells in it because we want our cupcakes to be as smooth as possible and in no way crunchy. That was close. 1 second. Okay, now that we have our ingredients together, we're going to want to whisk them until they make a nice, smooth batter. We don't want any chunks because that'll reflect poorly in our cakes.
We'll get
back
right
to you when we're ready for the next step. Alrighty, so we have our nice, smooth cake batter, and to make that even better, what we're going to do is add some Jell-O. Now, if you wanted to, you can make your own pudding, and all you need is some cornstarch, some chocolate chips, a little bit of milk, and there's your pudding. But since we just wanted to save some time, we decided to use this Devil Foods Jell-O pudding, which is pre-packaged, so it'll be a lot easier. Now, to make Jell-O pudding, it's really simple. Just open up the pack, add it in, just like the batter for the cake.
And also, a lot of people think that when you guys are making this, oh wow, you're adding 2 cups of milk to it, that's going to be way too much liquid. But you're wrong in a way, considering that the Jell-O is going to be so nice and thick, and that's just going to make the batter so much moister and a lot more rich in its flavors.
So, like Vivek said, we needed to add 2 cups of pudding, and using the same batter, not like it's going to matter, we're just going to add them in together. We're going to beat this until it's smooth, and then let it sit and get ourselves some nice delicious pudding. Then we'll get back to you after we're done with that.
Hi guys, we are back after everything has been refrigerated and cooled off. The pudding is now at a nice consistency, if you guys can see that. Real thick and nice. Our batter is all made up. And this is our chocolate sauce that we made in the beginning with the heavy cream and the chocolate chips at a perfect consistency. Real thick and nice, glossy. You want to use a tablespoon measure for that later on. So this is all what we've done. My friend right now is just going to show you guys what to do with the pudding and the batter.
Okay, now to make this batter a little different and a little better tasting, what we're going to do is add in the pudding. This will also increase the thickness of it, and it'll just make it a lot creamier. So just go ahead and don't be afraid to pour in that. And as you can see, he's going to start beating it and mixing it in. So that way it becomes nice and smooth and they're mixed together well.
You can continue mixing that in. I'm just going to get a ladle so that we can spoon them in. And what you got here is a pan of 12 cupcake slots that we've greased with oil. And that's just to prevent it from sticking. So, let's just try to get a ladle.
As you can see, it gives it a nice creamy texture as the pudding and the cake batter mix together really well.
Alright, I kind of got this weird ladle thing, but
What is it?
I have no clue.
To do what?
To spoon that into here.
Oh, we can... Ooh.
Well, okay, so we're just going to spoon in some of that delicious batter that we have. And we're just going to demonstrate 2 or so, a little bit more than that. So about there. Alright, so until it's like 3/4, you take a nice hunk of this, about 1 tablespoon or so, and just plop that dead middle of that. It's going to be delicious. And it just sits right there.
And you want your chocolate sauce to be kind of thick because it'll melt in the oven anyway.
Yeah, it just makes it a whole lot easier to set. You don't want it to be running because then it will just become a part of the batter. You want the batter to form around the chocolate sauce. And I've learned from numerous times of making this dish, you really got to put a lot of chocolate sauce. The better it is, the more fudgy and delicious that sauce is.
Well, I'll go get that call.
This is really we'll finish this up and we'll get back to you once all of these are made up and the whole tray is finished. We're going to make 2 batches because this should be good for 24 cupcakes or so. So we're going to make 1 batch at a time. Alright, we'll be back once this is all finished.
Alrighty, so we finished putting in our batter and the chocolate sauce for the middle, and your cupcakes, your lava cakes, should look something like this. So you want it to be pretty much even, and remember, this is only going to be our first batch. We'll probably make a second batch afterwards, but we have it all nicely set. We're preheating the oven to about 350 degrees, and we will get back to you guys when the oven is done preheating and we're ready to put these bad boys in. Alrighty, so here's the finished product. As you can see, we added some chocolate glaze underneath and some vanilla ice cream just to give it some more flavor. So, looks really, really good.
I'll just take a nice chunk out of it right now and watch the goo spill out. Look at that nice fudginess.
That's what you want. That's the delicious chocolate sauce.
And then you just take a nice scoop of ice cream.
Mmm.
Oh my god. Actual heaven.
I don't know which is better, this or our previous sandwich. If you want to know how to make that sandwich, you can go check out the video.
Oh god. Want a bite?
Yeah.
Try that out.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Oh my.
Look at that. That's just like...
That goo. That glossy texture that you see is just the goo oozing out. And you want to cook the cakes at about 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Man.
Until it's indented, and you want to serve it, so you want to flip them and serve them flipped. That way they look a little bit more elegant.
This is like restaurant quality.
Yep,
Easily.
and it's very easy. All you need is a few ingredients, and you got a homemade chocolate lava cake.
Very good.
So this concludes our production for our lava cupcakes.
If you want to see more, go check out our channel. Don't forget to subscribe. You'll keep up to date with all these delicious recipes, hopefully weekly and or daily.
And remember, food that is good.